welcome to Ozfish. Dave here, let's get some. Out in beautiful Lake Macquarie today. Gonna do some squid fishing and see if I can catch a few flathead. I tell you what, still a lot of boats around. Unbelievable, we're still kind of at the tail end of holiday season there, so there are a lot of people out fishing for a Monday. But I have my trusty Patonoster rigs, my cheap ass combos, and the bright yellow fluoro on the mono, and they seem to work okay. So the plan is just to see if I can catch some squid for beach fishing, chasing jewfish, and see if I can catch a couple of flathead. A lot of competition out here today, so I'll see how I go, see if I can find a few. Let's get on it. No, I think I'll move away from the drop-off. There's just so many boats here. I'll just cruise out and see if I can find some squid somewhere else on my own, see what happens. Looks like there's a squid on this rod. Yeah, there's a squid. I just stopped to have a cast here because there was a heap of birds working a lot of bait on the sounder, and I'm out in about 35 feet, out in the middle of nowhere really. And I thought, oh well, I'll just put a couple of squid rods out while I'm casting a vibe, and yeah, I just saw this rod bend over. So just got a double hookup on squid there on the Patonoster rig, which is really good. I just put a mark on it. Never caught squid here before. Just goes to show that this squid amazingly just spread all through the lake. Squid on this one. Just a little fella. Might have a squid here. Just a little fella. Full of water. There's a squid. Got another little rod ready in case there's some followers. Always a good tip. No followers. Alright, here's the Ozfish squid fishing method. Pretty basic. I'm using a really cheap Silstar power tip and a Shimano FX reel with about 15-pound mono on it. Just bought it as a combo, cheap as chips. And yeah, so I'll have two of those rigged up on Patonoster rigs. I like to keep the droppers pretty short so they don't get tangled up. So there's not much wind today, so it's a bit more hard to catch them on the Patonoster rig without the wind drifting you along, getting a bit of movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to manipulate one with my hand drift one. Like I said, it's a bit harder to get them when there's not much movement on the Patonoster rig. You'll get a few. Squidding's really tough today. I'm in an area where I've never caught squid before, but there's the odd one here if you grind away. They're not very big. There's people everywhere because it's the tail end of school holidays, and there's just people all over the lake, people all over the drop-off, all over Murray's Beach. So I haven't fished those traditional squid spots. I've just been sort of randomly just see if I could find some on my own. And I'll have a little tiny, like 1.8 Yamashita with a little sinker on the top with a little bead. So I'm going to manipulate them. I'll throw this one out. I'm probably in about 33 foot of water. Just let a little bit of braid out on that one. Let it get down a bit. Because there's not much wind, I'm actually going to manipulate this one with my hand. I'm just going to flip this one. Sometimes when there's not much wind, holding it in your hand and lifting it up and down, you'll catch a few more squid. Just got a hit on the back rod. Oh, got something on this one. Oh, little tiny cuttlefish. Beautiful. Yeah, baby. I don't need him, but amazing little creature. See you, mate. Yeah, there's jet skis, man. There's like boats towing around kids on like floats. Boats everywhere coming out. Whoa. Squid. Best one for the day so far. Not too bad an arrow squid. Good for a big jewfish. Yeah, he's a good one. He's a cracker, that one. On the little pink Yamashita. Oh! I just hit the bottom of that squid jig. Sometimes you just get really lucky. Another double. Whoa! Tried to get me. Whoa! Oh yeah, doubles, that's what I'm looking for, man. One on the bottom's a nice squid. All right. Another little squid. Mate, they're so random today. They've just been belled over Christmas. Got a squid? They're so random, the squid today, you know? Just grinding away, you know, just drifting along with Patonoster rigs, trying to catch a flathead, but the flathead fishing's really quiet. But I'm catching squid in places I've never caught squid before. Looks like there's another squid on the back rod. So this is good. Never caught squid here before. Doesn't seem to be many followers with them. Like when you're squid fishing, you're always looking for those followers, but I haven't seen many today. Another squid. Little fella. Well, that's a wrap for me today. It's been really tough squid fishing today. I'd say it's because we've had the Christmas break and we're just at the end of the school holidays, and there are people everywhere. I came out this morning on the drop over, it was packed. Came down to Murray's Beach this morning, it was packed. I'm back at Murray's Beach this afternoon. There's about 5 boats here. I managed to grind out my bag of squid. I got about 20 squid. Got a couple of double hookups through the day, so that wasn't too bad. But yeah, a lot of the squid I caught today on the pink Yamashitas. That's like a 1.8 and a like a 2.5 or something like that. But yeah, just on the really cheap combos with the mono, it does the job. And today I was just sort of cruising along and just towing them along behind the boat, dragging them along the boat out of the rod holders, and they were catching okay. Well, what I'm going to do now is, just before it gets dark, I'm just going to see if I can just catch a few flathead. I promised my wife I'd see if I can just catch a few flathead for us. So until next time, this is Dave signing off, and always remember, let's get some.